Hello everyone and welcome back to the 170th episode of the Top 5 Weekly. This is a series where I take a look at the most popular workshop creations on Steam, analyze each one of the creations, discover their features and test them out here in Stormworks. But before we get started, if you are enjoying my videos, don't forget that like and subscribe button, and while watching, let me know your thoughts of the creations in the comments below. So that all said, let's get straight into it and get started with this week's episode. And starting this week's episode off with the first creation, we have the HMS 37 Viggen. This is meant to be a fast attacked aircraft used to take out ground forces and also to support friendly forces through close air support. Now this one comes with 4 agile missiles. It also has a radar, top speed around 700 km per hour. There's about 4,400 liters of fuel and an extra 825 in external fuel tank. We've got an ejection seat and a cool bunch of other different things in there. So let's go and spawn in and see how it works. And spawning in the plane, this is a very nice looking plane. I love the style of it. I think the nose is done really well. That is really good. Beautiful design on that. Let's take a little walk around. Let's see what we've got. So we've got landing gear here in the front. Looks like we've got our missiles, so 2 here, another 2 on either wing. We've also got our drop tank, which is here, which is probably full of fuel. We've also got another pylon here, which has got a light autocannon. Very useful for ground attacks. Very nice. Oh, it looks really good, doesn't it? Let's take a little walk around and see what else we can get. Landing gear, looks like we've got some flares. Interesting exhaust, looks like somewhat XML edited to be invisible. Could be wrong. Let's go around. That's pretty much about it. Let's go and get inside. So we're going to press the button. There we go. Jump in. Oops. There we go. And it closes automatically. We do have a button here, which guessing is the canopy. Cool. We've got throttle, so 0.25 for taxi. Let's get it on 15 for now. Brake is on. We've got main power, fuel valve, engine starter, backlights, formation lights, nav lights, anti-color lights. We can drop our ordnance. We can select our pylons. We can put our chaffs there. We've got a alt hold, radio, altitude, fuel tank, clock, forward and load, speed. We've got a artificial horizon in front of us, and then hotkeys. We've got up, down, throttle, landing gear, reverse thrust, weapons, and eject. Cool. All right. So what are the numbers? I'm guessing we start from left to right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 6 here. So maybe it's not counting the initial. Maybe let's get that up to 0.25. Let's try again. There we go. That's probably a little better now. So I'm guessing it doesn't count the fuel pylon. Okay, so I'm guessing 2 and 5 will be our autocannons. Let's try that. So 2, that should be an autocannon right now. And we should be able to press 5. No, that was a missile. Interesting. There's no way to see what weapon we selected. What about space? Okay, so space is machine gun. Interesting. Okay. So then what are the numbers then? Not too sure what the numbers are. I guess you'll figure it out after if you test it and then spawn it back in. That's fine. Let's go and take off, I think. And let's see how well this thing does. So we're on our 0.25. We can take our brake off. We're going to get that to 0.5 for takeoff. There we go. Try and keep it nice and level. Try and lift. Nice. It looks like it's nicely limited there. Let's go and get our landing gear, which is 3. Goes and folds away quite nicely. Our nose is going a bit down. That's fine. You can always just trim it. Now, if you want the afterburner, that's 0.6 plus. All right. Let's get that full. And there's your speed there. That looks pretty cool, actually. The back there. Nice and stable. Quite limited, but I think it's pretty decent. Seems very controllable. Now, I would like to try the alt hold, but I don't know how to activate it. I didn't see any buttons. I see the alt hold there, which is fine, but I didn't see any buttons to activate it. I'll probably have missed it, and I'm sure someone in the comments is going to tell me where that button is. I personally haven't been able to find it, so I'm not going to test the alt-hold system. Yeah, I mean, really good. Let's put this in, put it to like 0.57. Let's pull up a bit here because we are getting quite low. I mean, turning is really good. It's very nice and stable. Spacebar is to fire the cannons, so you can do ground attacks if you need to. Activate weapons. What's 1? So 1 is another missile on the other side. Okay, so that would explain... Oh, have they got numbers underneath them? They do, look at that. Okay, so that's 4, apparently. 4 and 4. And that's 1 and 1. And what are those ones then? Not too sure. Let's try 2. That's fire weapons is 5. So 2 is nothing. What about 3? That is, once again, fire is 5. Okay, so that was to lose one of our machine guns. Okay, the numbering, yeah, I think you will have to get used to the numbering to get it to be perfect. But I mean, if you do that once, you'll be fine to understand. Maybe a little screen just to tell you which armament you actually, or which pylon you're actually selecting, or maybe just renaming these. But I think the creator hasn't named them on purpose so that you can use whatever you want underneath. If you're not using the alt, which I'm not doing, you can always trim this by pressing Alt and then just trimming it out like that. So you can see they're almost perfectly level, long flight. Increase that up, you might need to adjust your trim, but yeah, maybe a little bit down, but there we go. And we're now perfectly level, very clean, do nice long distances. Although it looks like we are going a little bit to the left. That's probably because I've dropped the stuff underneath here. So let me just do that and just drop some more things. There we go. Now we should be going straight. Yes, we are. Perfect. Now we also are going up a bit, so you can trim it once again, just like that. And you're going nice and level, nice and straight, and you can do some nice long distances at a really good speed, which is 700 kilometers per hour. You'll feel those going down quite quickly. So as the creator says, drop it down to 0.5, cruising speed. That will go down much lower, or much softer, but remember to trim it back, otherwise you end up in the ocean. So overall, a nice creation. I mean, a few tweaks here and there that I would maybe do myself, but that's my personal opinion and my taste. But yeah, overall, I think I love the design of it. I think the creator's done a fantastic job with the design of the jet, and overall responds really nice. I think it's really cool. Let's go ahead, let's move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation of the episode, we have the small Norwegian fishing boat. As it says in the name, it's meant to be an old, small fishing boat built in Norway during 1970s. This has got a top speed around 13 knots, length and beam 8 and 3 meters. So that's pretty much about it. It looks really cool from the workshop. So let's go and spawn it and see how it works. And spawning this in, I'm in free cam just to give you a size of the vessel. I mean, this thing is not big at all. It's really, really small, but it looks absolutely beautiful. If you look at the shape of the hull, I mean, that's really impressive. I think the creator has done a fantastic job with this. Look at the little detailing there of the steel. I mean, that looks really good. Absolutely beautiful little boat. I love it. Cool, let's start by having a little walk around. So the front looks like we got some anchor pots here. Looks like just a free roaming like buoy that you can place anywhere you want if you grab some rope. Looks like we got a little winch here on the side. Yep, so there we go, up and down on that. You can attach anything you want to it. I mean, you could possibly actually even attach like a little crab net onto that. That's pretty cool. Actually, yeah, you just grab it, pick it up. I mean, ideally you should be able to pick that up. Can I? Looks like it's, yeah, somewhat. Like a little bit stuck in there, but I can probably get it out by jumping. I'm not going to try that. But yeah, this is really nice. I love the little detailing on the deck. It looks so good. Really, really nice. So we've got push buttons. Oh, okay. So this is the little mast up here. That's cool. So you can push this out left or right. Little rope anchor there, and you can. Oh, that's really cool. So you could actually hold on. You could do that. Stick it on there. Push this up. Actually, that's not for that. That must be for this then. It is indeed. Oh, that's cool. So you can pull it up. There it goes, and you can push it to the side. And then throw it off. That's really cool. That is really nice. I think that's a really cool little detail, to be honest. Some people might not be, but I think that's cool. Cool, let's drop that there. This is in the way, but that's fine. Let's go inside. Cool, so jumping inside. It's a little bit small, but that's fine. We're going to get, that's a heater, also a light. Okay, so we've got a fire extinguisher in here. Looks like we got cabin lights, deck lights, fuel pump, ignition. Get that started in the meantime. Got a little toggle button to go through there. Got a little radio over there. Nav lights, spotlights, screen on. There's a little map. Love that. Throttle seems quite high for what we're currently doing. Let's get the fuel pump off. Maybe it will turn itself off. Okay, I'll just turn the ignition off. Cool. So in here, looks like we've got a little cabin of some sort. Any seats? No. So no seats in here. Just a little cabin with some equipment, clothing, and then if we close that off, we have another little hatch over here. That's pretty cool. So that goes inside, and inside here we've got, looks like our engine, so we can repair it. A little pump in here too. That's quite nice. I like that. I like that detail, that you can come in here and do the repair work if you need to. We're going to go here, we're going to close this off, and we're going to see how well this thing drives. So first off, I'm going to close this door just in case of water. I don't know if water's going to get it or not, but we can test it. So engine on. Spotlight, where is the spotlight? Okay, so it's a big one here at the front. Okay, cool. Let's go forwards. Oh, that's pretty good, eh? I love how it just goes up a little bit in the front. Beautiful, I really like that. Can I increase my throttle? I can, I think, yes. Oh, it's at full, okay. So I was controlling my throttle earlier on by doing WNS. And that, I mean, that's pretty much about it. I mean, there's nothing else about this vessel. Nice little screen here. That's it. A very nice, cute little boat. I think the creator, once again, has done a really good job on this. Interior, nice little pieces here and there. I love the little pieces that you can lift up and put around. I mean, really good job. Really like this. A few XML edited pieces here and there, but I mean, not overdone. And yeah, just absolutely really, really good job to the creator on this one. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Turns really nice and smooth, doesn't bounce around. So good, so good, so good. Can't really say much more about this. Really liking it. Cool, let's go ahead, let's move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation, we have the HMS Doug Tipton. This is a small military ship actually created by Frantic. So apparently it's got a small helicopter, a small rib, a large battle cannon, and also a missile turret in the bridge, or in front of the bridge. So let's go and spawn it and see how it works. And spawning the creation, and I'm here in FreeCam just to give you a sense of the size once again. So this looks like it's been modeled on possibly the new ship for the Royal Navy that they just announced. So yeah, looks really good. Really, really nice. So it looks like we've got a battle cannon here in the front. I wonder if that's, I wonder if that's a pre-made, it looks very familiar. I could be wrong. We also have got a little missile turret here in the front. We got some side mounted machine guns. Very cool. Nice little bridge there. At the back, we've got the helicopter, which is on the rear. Very cool. And we also got a little rib here at the back too. Nice. Looks like it's got everything you would pretty much need to do anything. That's really nice. Cool. I mean, let's go and start off exactly where I am. So we're going to take a quick dive inside here. I want to have a quick look in this. So yeah, it just looks like a turret. Doesn't look like there's any controls in here. So nice that it's in there so you can do some repair work. Going along the side, looks like we've got firefighting equipment over here if we want it. So you can just grab the hose, chuck it on there, turn it on, press B, and then you can put fires out on any vessels or anything. So very useful. We've got a side-mounted machine gun. It is controlled by mouse, which is really good. It is a little bit off, as you can see. I'm aiming over there and it's shooting over there, but that's fine. Something you can rectify just using a little bit of math. Looks like a bunch of ammo here, very useful once again. Going around here, looks like we have a way to go in. Not going to go in just yet. I'll have a look on the exterior. So missile turret, yep, pretty nice. Oh, this is actually controlled by hand. Interesting. Okay, so up, down, left, and right, and then you can just fire by pressing 1. Okay, I wonder if they're radar guided, or they're possibly. That's cool. Another little option, which is quite nice. Let's carry on going around. So we won't go in the bridge yet. Let's go to the back. Let's see what's going on. So it looks like we have got an option for refueling, I'm guessing. This one would be for... Wait, hold on. This is refueling? That's maybe just firefighting? Yeah, that's firefighting. This would be refueling. So you can refuel your helicopter, which is very useful. We've got the little rib at the back. Very nice. Equipment's in there. Pretty much everything you need. Very useful. Even a little front-fire machine gun. Nice. Alright. Helicopter. I mean, it's a helicopter. Probably... It's got weapons on it too. Interesting. Okay, that's quite cool. Let's go and actually check out the rest of the ship. So open the door up. Go inside. Do we have any lights? Probably light switch. There we go. That's not okay. Any light switches for here? Maybe somewhere. All right, let's go down. Let's see what we have. So going down here, any light switch? Okay, maybe it's from the bridge. Let's go up to the bridge quickly. I want to get some lights because you guys can see what's going on. So, any lights? No. Bridge navs, bridge lights. Maybe that turns everything on downstairs. Let's go and find out. No, still not. Okay. What's inside these boxes? So we've got an ammo area, weapons area. Okay, what's through here? Looks like a control station for weapons possibly. So we'll come back to that in a few minutes. We've got another little weapon area. Go down where we were a few minutes ago. Sorry for the, once again, no lights in here. A little stove. I mean, that will give us a little bit of light. We also have got a bedroom. Locked, and engine room. Okay, cool. So very simple engine room, but useful because you can repair it, which is the most important thing, is being able to repair things. Cool. That's downstairs. Let's go up and let's check out that weapons room. So in the weapons room, do we have a little light switch? No. Okay, so no light switch. Maybe I can turn these on to give us a little bit of light. Okay, in here we've got, oh, lighting. There we go. Toggle. So that's just a camera. Okay, so that's just a little camera there. I'm gonna turn that off. This one is another camera. I'm guessing all of these are cameras. Oh wait, hold on. Fire suppression system. Oh, that's pretty cool. Engine room lights. There's the lights. Okay. We got toggle. Okay, so these are your lights for your helicopter pad. Okay, nice. Cool. And then you got piloting, which I'm guessing this is the main gun in the front. Let's see. So monitor power, turret stabilization, camera infrared. Okay, so camera stabilization to stop it from going up and down. Got camera switch, auto mode. Okay, so that might just automatically fire things, or actually no, I lie. That's automatically firing. So if I press on space, it should just fire. Single mode, master arm. Wait for it to reload. We should be able to move it and also zoom. Hold on. Oh, turret range. Oh, that's interesting. So you can actually, so like there, we can say, okay, we're shooting at 195 meters, and you can, I'm guessing, adjust it for 195 meters. I could be wrong, but that's just an elevation. Interesting. Is there anything for zooming? Oh yes, there we go. Cool. And then space to fire. Okay, that went way higher. Okay, definitely need to get that done. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Nice. Cool creation. Alright, let's go turn the lights off. Let's go upstairs, which means we need to go out. Close this off, go up the ladder, and jump in here. And then at the back, we've got just some cameras, some equipment in here. We got our nav lights we looked at earlier. We got small keypad, large keypad, toggle. Wonder, maybe autopilot, possibly, and bearing. I could be wrong. Alright, so I think one is to start everything. Do I need to hold it down? not quite sure. Oh, we need to get some throttle, which is I think the up key. There we go. Okay. Labeling does really help, I recommend. So we're at full throttle right at the moment. So this thing's quite quick, eh? Very nice. Definitely capable. Looks like it's quite nice in the water. Not too... Yeah, it's actually quite nice and shallow. That's pretty good. What of turning? Turning is quite sharp, but I mean, that's pretty good for combat. Looks like it's not flopping around, which is also very useful. Very useful. Nice. I like that so far. What are these things? So if I enter in a waypoint, is that gonna put that in and turn that on? Okay, that's not... Okay, nothing's happening. Maybe... No, okay, so that doesn't work. Interesting. That's also quite useful. A little screen over there to see what's above you. That actually is very useful. Nice. I like that if any helicopters or things or planes are coming from like just above you where you can't see. That is actually really useful. Yeah, overall, I think Pranic's done a really good job with this. Really, really good. I mean, not a lot to fault. There's a couple of small little niggly things, but I mean, those are all small things that anyone can fix. But overall, it's a really good ship. I mean, it's very capable. It's got weapons on it. It's got a helicopter. It's got a little rib on it. So if you do need to escape or you need to explore a small island, yeah, I mean, it got everything. So really good job. Well done. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation of the episode, we have the Beta MP map. Now, there's no description on this one, but I presume what's trying to be happening is this is a suggestion for an improvement to the multiplayer tile or map or base, which is actually just over there. So yeah, it looks like it's been really recreated. Looks like it's got a bunch more details. So let's go and check it out and see what it is. And spawning the creation, I'm actually in free cam here just to give you a size. So yeah, this looks like the multiplayer island. If you look at the original piece over here, this does look like the multiplayer island because you can see we've got a dual hangar over there. We've got the dock, but it does look like there's been some improvements. So over here on this side, it looks like the creator would like to have a island here with all a little cliff, at least with maybe a helicopter base on it. I mean, by the way, this looks really cool. Just the creator must have done a lot of detailing. I mean, this looks really good. Really, really cool, actually. So yeah, a little helicopter base, which would be really cool, actually, to have that on there. Here at the top, to have it separated from this one. That is really cool. I think we always need more helicopter bases in Stormworks. Looks like we got some type of ramp, maybe a vehicle ramp, possibly over here. Looks like at least. We've got the main airport, which we will have at the moment. Then we have another ramp which goes up to a new island area, which looks like possibly it would have a storage garage and maybe some parking. It would have like an old fort or castle. And then if we go down the ramp here, we would eventually get down to another fort over there, or maybe another ruin. And then over here, some type of depot, or maybe a construction area. Now, if this is to be used for multiplayer in terms of like PvP kind of stuff, or maybe like a battle royale or deathmatch, this would be really cool because it's not too big, but it's not too small either. So I definitely think it's really cool. And I mean, also exploring this is much more fun. I mean, if we were able to build on this whole area, you could really build a nice little city around this. And that would also mean that we could possibly do, I mean, this is a feature that I would love to have, is workbenches where we can build anywhere. So for example, if we had this map, we could say, okay, there's a workbench there, there's going to be a workbench there, and then you can in theory create this yourself. You don't need the developers to do that. If we just had workbenches that we could place, like if we went into the mission editor now and say, okay, spawn workbench here, the size is 200 by 200 meters, that's what I would love to see in Stormworks, and I think that would complement the ability for people to create their own islands and things like that. But this is really cool. I think the creator's done a really good job. I mean, look at the detailing even inside there, it's really good. But yeah, really cool. Love it. Let's go ahead, let's move to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the last creation of the episode, we have the massage center. Now, I'm not 100% sure actually what I'm looking at, but yeah, apparently it's a massage center, spiritual healing 5G shield. I mean, this looks very interesting. So, I mean, let's go and spawn in and see what it is. All right, and spawning in the creation, I mean, I don't even know how to start. I think the best thing is just to go for it and and yeah, and then see what happens. I mean, that's what I think is the best mode. So there's a cover. Okay, and then start. Okay, so we're on our side. I'm gonna go third person so you guys can see what's going on here. So I'm getting hit. Okay, we're gonna go through the roller next. What? We're gonna get washed out with poison, apparently. Okay, so what's the next thing? A heating or maybe a sunbed of some sort? Let's see when we get inside what's gonna happen. This is really cool. Yeah, so some type of like sunbed. Oh no, it's filling with water. Okay, I'm glad that I don't have damage on. That is very useful to know. Alright, so the next one. So this is what, the drying station, possibly? What? Okay. What is the next one then? So it looks like a motor. What is that gonna do? What? Is that thing gonna cut us in half? It looks like it's going to, or it's rolling us. What? Okay, so the next part is danger. Try and get a good angle for you guys to see this. So what is this thing gonna do? There's an arm there. So that's the laser beam, like trying to cut us, maybe? I'm not too sure. God, what's the last thing? Is that, no way. So the last thing is jet exhaust in your face. Wow. We've got 6 jet exhausts in our face. That's gonna be an interesting one. I wonder if it's gonna close the door. It is, so we can't even see. Okay, I'm gonna go in first person so you guys can see this. Wow. So we're just getting absolutely roasted now. If we had damage on, we would be dead. Instantaneously dead. Have a nice day. Oh man. What a meme. What a meme. Epic. First time I've seen that in Stormworks. Always a first. Always love to have first in Stormworks. Epic creation. Guys, we're going to end it over there. As always, if you want to check out any of the creations I had a look at in this episode, I will leave them linked in the video description down below. Go get some love to creators. Lots of time, effort, and love goes into creating these creations for you to go and use in your game. As always, if you haven't enjoyed my video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you don't want to miss any future episodes, make sure you do click the little bell icon to be notified as soon as I upload. And until next week, we will see you then.